Down the road, there's a place called Mays Lumber. Have anything to do with you guys?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you the story very quickly. So Mays Lumber was started by my great-great-grandfather in 1848. And in the late 1800s, his son was having a lot of trouble finding good nails. So they bought their own little nail machine, started making their own nails out of pure zinc, because this is a huge zinc area, Salle, Peru, Illinois.
Sure.
And the deal was, if you went down to Mays Lumber and you bought your shingles from Mays, you get the nails for free. So it was a little package deal. Well, pretty soon other area lumberyards started coming down saying, we want to get some of those nails, but we don't need any shingles. Can we just buy nails? So we started opening up dealers to nails, and the rest is history, basically.
How smart were your ancestors?
A lot smarter probably than the current ones.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're all great entrepreneurs.
That's so great.
Yeah. We made the nails out of pure zinc in the old days. The very first nails we ever made were pure zinc. But zinc, you can bend those zinc nails. It's not very strong. So in the early 1900s, my grandfather and his brother came up with a way to make a steel nail. This happened at World War I, when the price of zinc skyrocketed because all the base metals went up because it was needed for the war effort.
Yeah.
So they decided to start with a steel nail and then dip it down into zinc to just give it a zinc coating. And that's what we still do that today. 100 years later, we're using basically the same method, and it makes a fantastic nail.
Sir, you're using this for coating, not for nail.
It's coating the nail now.
Okay.
Now it's just the coating.
Because these wouldn't be strong nails.
Correct. And it would be way too expensive. Zinc
they
is
would.
quite costly.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Yeah. And this is probably 8 miles of wire, 10 miles of wire on one of these spools. 8 to 10 miles of wire. Isn't that crazy?
And it ends up...
And here are the bunch of, you remember what these were called? And where they come from?
Yeah, I know that it comes from when you make the point.
Right, comes off the point, and they're referred to as nail whiskers, which you'd never guess. It's
whiskers?
Whiskers, yeah. So these nail whiskers are sold for a lot of different applications. If I can't find applications for them, particularly, you know, that are more valuable, they can always just be melted down.
Yeah.
We don't typically sell them to be melted down.
And is this a different steel than this?
So this is aluminum, I can tell.
That's aluminum?
So this is steel. That might even be stainless. Yeah, so that's type 304 stainless steel. So there's all different grades depending on what the customers want. But this is like a little side business. When I started here, my dad said, you know, back in 1979, you're going to be in charge of selling nail whiskers. And I said, what the hell is a nail whisker? I had no idea what he was talking about. Yeah. But I do know whiskers now after 40-some years.
Great. Good.
Here's where we're located. You're right. It's right where you're parked, right there.
Oh, sure.
So you've seen a lot of the Illinois River on your trip down here, probably.
Is this your house?
Yeah. No.
No.
These are, no.
No?
But these actually are a bunch of Mays nail rental homes. We own all the homes along there in case a mill ever had to vacate that street and expand. So those are really beautiful rental homes for not much money.
Huh.
In case you ever get kicked out and need a place to stay.
This guy. Who is this guy?
It just comes out, John. You know what I mean.
Get out of here.
You know what I mean.